So grab onto the handle with your left rein. Yeah, and then use the right rein. So you might need to shorten the reins. And then walk up the next quarter line. Good. Pull your buns deeper in the saddle. Now flex them a little to the outside. And put your outside leg on. Yeah, and tell him to put his head down and go slower. Yes, you might need to shorten the rein. You can let go of the handle if you need to, but I want your hands to be able to come back to that. And each hand could independently be on the handle. Good, without too much change in your position. Good. Stand up in the stirrups for me. That's good. Lean a little more forward, like pivot in your hips and bend your chest more forward to his neck. Yeah, and put your hands a little further up his neck. There you go. You can sit back down. And do a 10-meter circle in that corner. So make sure you can flex him left. Good, so he flexes and you can soften the rein without him taking his head back to the outside. Yeah, it's gonna feel pretty heavy. As long as you keep him walking in a good rhythm, then you can make those corrections. Good. Yeah, and let's go to the posting trot at the beginning of the next long side. Yeah, keep them really straight with the outside rein. Yeah, we got it. Luna.
She's like,
we got to package up this trot. Use the outside rein. Just steady the outer rein without pulling back on it. Grab onto the handle with the outside rein. Now circle and widen your inner hand as you're putting your inner leg on. Yeah. Flex him more. Over bend him. With your outside hand down. Now use your outer leg. Yeah. Half hold outside rein. It's so heavy. Yeah. Keep a bend in your outer elbow. Yeah. Keep holding onto the handle and sit the trot. Pull your buns into the front of the saddle. Yeah. Loosen your thighs and hug them with your calf. Yeah. Lean back a little bit more. Pull yourself into the saddle with the handle. Lean back more. Remember, we talked about his neck's a lot bigger, so you can afford to lean back. Now put your hips forward so you can sit on your back seat pockets. It's gonna feel like you're laying on the back side of him, but I promise it'll feel better. Keep going back. Like if you had a really long ponytail, I want you to pull your buns forward in the saddle and like lay back on his back so your ponytail would touch him. Yeah, does that feel so weird?
Yeah. It feels like I'm trying to look like Lachlan.
Okay, well.
Just
like she over bent it back, and I haven't seen that before or felt it.
So when you have a horse, so you can afford, Jackie, if you lean this far back, it just wouldn't make sense because she's so little. Yeah, but yeah, you can make your body parts, you don't have to be in such a small compartment because she's so small. Change direction out of the circle. Keep leaning back. Now switch your hands. Hold on with the outer hand on the handle. Yeah, and get your buns more forward in the saddle so your thighs can be loose. Good. And circle. Put your inside thumb up. And now bend them. Make them more supple on the right rein. Pull on the right rein and give it. Yeah, pull on it until you don't have to anymore. Do a little smaller circle. Now use your inner thumb a little higher. Spiral in on the circle. Up. Raise your inside hand again. That's it. Pull your buns deeper in the saddle and loosen your thighs. Yeah, exaggerate it. Look like a bad dressage rider for a second. Yeah, lean back too much. Good, and now go straight ahead. Put both hands down in front of you, push your knuckles into his neck. Yeah. Push him down there. Push him down there. Touch the saddle pad with your pinkies. That's the way. Now move your buns closer to the front of the saddle so you're getting closer to him post the trot. And every time you sit, I want you to feel like you're literally going to sit on the pommel.
Does he always have the fancy little feet like
Yes,
that?
always. Oh, he always looks, in some way or fashion, he always flicks. Today he's been a little, that's it. Now pull a little bit on the right rein so he'll soften it to you. Now sit the trot again, but I want you to sit, good, post. So you're sitting and you're clenching your entire butt cheeks, like you're pinching a penny between your butt cheeks. I don't want you to pinch a penny. I want you to use your outer butt cheeks, the gluteus medius muscle, and use your calf muscles. So sit, but don't clench your butt cheeks. Slow them down a little bit. Yeah. And you can let your pelvis move front to back. That's it. Remember we talked about that little tipping of your pelvis forward?
Yeah.
So use more outside rein there. Yeah. Good. Now take a breath in and out. Loosen your thighs. Breath in. Do a 10-meter circle.
Change direction?
No, I said loosen your thighs.
Oh.
Close. Good. And a walk transition. With your fingers closed, hands together, use your back. Now find your foot in the stirrup iron. So I don't want you to physically look at it. Do not, because if you look down at your feet to make sure they're in the right position, the judge is going to be like, why is she looking at her feet? Is there something wrong with them? So you don't look at them. Feel that the ball of your foot. So a good way to check it is to stand up in your stirrup. Yeah, and you can put your hands forward and grab onto mane. So you put, like, imagine you're standing on a diving board or the edge of a pool on the balls of your feet. You're going to make a free throw. Good. And then sit back down, straight down on the pommel. So I don't want your buns to go to the back of the saddle, but sit straight down. I know it feels very weird, but I want you to get because your hips are kind of to the back seat of the saddle, and that when you get your shoulders in alignment with your hips, then you're way back here and your arms are straight, right? We can't make your arms longer. Stop looking at your feet, girl. I'm telling you, break that habit. You got to break it. You know where your feet are. They're attached to your body. Don't look at them. Look at, I know you're trying to you're recentering something. I want you to look at his ears. Watch his ears instead of looking at your ankles. Push into the balls of your feet. Make your ankles stiffer. Now use your whole lower leg to bump his side. We're not flapping the legs at him. Pretend I have your ankles wrapped in duct tape and they can't move. Use your whole lower leg. Take your knee off. Now take all your legs away from him. I want you to get a Charlie horse in your outer butt cheek. You have one yet?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, good. So to alleviate it, lift your knee above the front flap of the saddle.
Both of them?
Well, whatever one you got a cramp in.
Oh.
Then put it back in its spot and then stand in the stirrups. When you come down in the front of the saddle. And then stack your shoulders up on your hips. But if your hips are to the back of the saddle, then you sit back with your shoulders and don't look at your feet. Look at his ears. They're not going anywhere, your feet down there, I promise. You got mirrors in here, you can look at the mirrors and it's not so obvious. Good. Push into the ball of your foot. Stop moving your foot. There, push into the stirrup iron. Push down into it. Yeah, you don't need to squeeze him every stride. He's definitely going. Good. Okay, back to the sitting trot. Good. Yeah, there's some looseness in your body. Good. So you got to unclench your butt cheeks so your body, you know, kind of flows with him. Yeah, let your hips move. Good, and let's go to the canter. Might need to shorten our reins a little bit. Now on the rail, push into the balls of your feet again. Good, now collect this. Sit back, do a circle down there. Half halt with your outer rein as you flex him to the inside. Steady flexion. Put your outside knuckles into his outside of his neck. There. Now shift your buns to the outside more of the saddle. Push their weight into your outside stirrup. There you go. Now widen your inner hand towards your knee and kick him with your right leg at the girth. That's the way. Overbend him once. Keep your buns to the outside of the saddle. Now go straight ahead. Sit on your back side, your back pockets. Then both hands up a little bit and together. Good. Touch your knuckles together. Yeah, weight into your outside. Good. Push into your feet. Push a little more weight into your heel. Yeah. Good, and loosen your thigh at the same time. Circle down there. And transition back to sitting trot. Good. Yeah, find that center of his spine. Yeah. Yeah, and don't be afraid to grab onto a handle and pull your seat into the position it needs to be in so he doesn't pop you up out of the saddle. Good. Your thighs get looser. Good. Change direction. Good, and loosen your thighs. Yeah, and collect. Good. Laura's obsessed with her horse. It's really cute. And circle. Yeah, pull your buns into the saddle so you can loosen your thighs. So your legs wrap around him. Yeah, get your buns forward and lean back with your shoulders. Yeah, look up to the ceiling once. Yeah. Good. Now just look up to the ceiling at the same time. Imagine I'm like pulling on the front of your shirt where your zipper is. So elongate your neck. That's it. And push your hips forward in the saddle. Good, and keep looking up. Push your chest forward. Yeah. Does that feel weird?
Yeah, but it feels like I'm proper.
Good. You look proper. Good. So then if your thighs clench inward, it almost pops your buns out of the saddle like a clothespin that, you know, that pop, if you hook a clothespin onto something and it pops off, like he's kind of popping you off of his back. So loosen your thighs and pull your hips deeper into the saddle. Good. Yeah, and lift your chin up and bring your chest forward. Yes. Good. Let's do a transition to canter, but not a wild canter, a put together canter. Good. Kick, smack him with a whip. Kick him. Yeah, be mean to him because you told him. Ask him again and be mean about it. Kick him. That's right. Yeah, he's like not quite sure that he needed to do that, but he did. Circle. Now look down the outside of his neck and transition back to trot. Stay on the circle, and you're gonna ask him, good, control the trot. Thighs down, hips loose. Good. So it comes with a half halt with the outer rein. Outside hand down, straighten the neck. Good. And the timing is half halt, sit, canter. Half halt, sit, canter. Yeah, so your inner leg is what tells him to canter. Half halt more with your outside rein. Ooh, make his neck straighter. That's it. Pet him on the inside hand once. Good, keep turning his neck. Make the neck straighter. as you turn the shoulders, take your inside hand more to the inside. Good. Transition back to trot. Make them straighter because it's kind of going around the turn like a race car. Make that outside hand work more. Half halt with it. Make him wait. Half halt again, half halt again. Feel how he takes over and takes you to the rail?
Yeah.
Don't let him. Don't go to the rail. You can't go to the rail on either side. Nope. Keep that right shoulder under control. Yeah, that's how he cheats you and convinces you that he shouldn't canter because he's not in a good balance. Straighten his neck. Use your outside leg. Here you go. Use your outside leg again. Use it up by his shoulder once. Kick him with it. Be mean with your right leg. Outside leg. There you go. Now take your inner hand to the inside and look for his inside eye, but keep on him with your outer rein and leg. Yeah. Good. And then your canter transition. Keep your outside shoulder down. Press into your outer hip, like outer shoulder down. Yeah, good. So you feel him falling out with that right shoulder. Look at it. Look at your outside rein. Half halt, make him straighter like you did in the trot. And use your outside leg at the same time. Widen your inner hand. Look at the outside shoulder. Half halt with it. That's the way. Use your outer thigh and knee. There you go. Do you feel how you moved his shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah. Transition back to trot. Outside rein and leg. Good. Trot, trot. Control the shoulder right away. He's a sneaky little Pete with that. Look at it. Look at the outside shoulder. Yeah. Now both legs on. Beautiful. Super, Emily. And your canter one more time. It's okay. Yeah, just didn't quite feel the half halt on the outer rein to tell him to do a canter step instead of another trot step. Good, and you're gonna go straight ahead. Keep this rhythm. Yeah, straight between his ears. Love it. Breathing. Good. And transition to sitting trot on the long side. Good. Thighs long. Push into the ball of your feet. Super. Go across the diagonal. Right into the corner. Do a little trot medium. Stay sitting. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Lean back. Hips forward. Let your thighs be looser. Easier for me to sit. Good. Yeah, good. Now bring your seat forward in the saddle. Thighs long. Good. Then go posting and do a stretchy circle somewhere. Yeah, good half halt. Good. Yeah, you're really feeling it like pushing him together in the trot and keeping, you know, him always like filling up the contact in the front so you're not kind of left in a hole. Good. Change direction out of the circle. Good. Keep your fingers wrapped around the reins. Good. So that's through the circle, which is much harder. Out of the circle is more like a bit, you know, like a serpentine loop. Like two 20-meter circles linked together. Good. Yeah, good. Keep flexing a little left. Good. Then push into your lower legs, nice and long. Yeah. Good. Good. You can let him walk. Good boy.
So handsome, baby.